the word Lowpark is often associated with the mill that was at Lowpark where the old pond is now. But Lowpark is actually the whole area from the bottom end of the bank, when you walk down the path to the low end of the bank, from that right down to Fenaghy. That whole area is known, and always was known, as Lowpark. I don't know why, but that is a fact. And it was the Dickies who came from Scotland in the early 1600s, and it started with a William, an Adam, and an Adam Jr. Dickey, and they came from Ayrshire to the Ballymena area. Adam Jr. married a Jeanette Cook in 1670, whose mother was heiress of Ballydonlan. Now, I found out that Ballydonlan is a parish or a townland or something of that nature on the Londonderry bank of the River Bann near Tunbridge. So that is where his wife came from. They had one son, John, and it was John who built the mill at Lowpark. And John married a Martha Hill of Hills of Hillmount. They then had quite a large family and obviously prospered. I see that Adam, I was surprised to learn this actually, that Adam lived at Ardverness, which was the last dwelling place of the Cunninghams. And I always thought that the Cunninghams had built Ardverness, but it would seem not. Who built it, I don't know. But anyway, Adam Dickey lived at Ardverness. John Dickey lived in Lowpark House, which there is some doubt about the position of it. Some comments would lead you to think that it was close to the factory and near where the pond still is. Others would suggest that it was the house where Ewan Craig now lives, up on that hill there. But it's not clear, and I suppose it doesn't really matter. But anyhow, John lived there. Thomas, there was a mill at Lenore, which is no longer there. James at a place called Dunmore at Shane's Castle. James and Charles were there, and they prospered for many years until things took a dramatic change, and one by one the businesses failed and were sold off. The mill at Lowpark remained in the Dickey name for almost 150 years. The family actually died out too. There was an Adam Dickey of Hollybrook who married a Miss O'Rourke of Ballybolin in 1800. And they had a son called Edward O'Rourke Dickey, who was of the firm of Cunningham and Dickey solicitors in Belfast. He left one son who went to London to live, and that was the end of the Dickey family in this part.